important thing is that to seek. The thing that matters, what does come out of it, is to ask, seek, knock. That's what I'm saying. Like she didn't start it, she done moved on to the snacks. She said that's the important thing.
I'm sorry.
Hey everybody, we are back. I'm Sylvia.
And I am Kanisha. And we are two ladies who like to share our faith, our life, different situations that we go through with you all, because we're all in this thing trying to make it.
In prayer time, what I found, I remember, it's a long story, well, I'm gonna tell it anyway, we just cut it out. There was a woman who was speaking convocation years ago. My mom bought the tape, and she was talking about when Jesus was in the garden, how people could not pray. The disciples would not pray with him for an hour, and I was in the back seat of the car like, Jesus, that's a long time. You know, but to an 8-year-old child, like, you want me to stay down an hour? Like, how are we gonna do that? But what I found now is that when you're having a conversation with someone, you can talk for an hour. Mm-hmm. And so that's what that prayer is. It is me having that conversation with the Lord, not just me rambling off my wishes and wants, but listening, hearing for what he has to say. What is he telling me? Maybe he's talking to me today. Mm-hmm. And so that conversation can go on for a while. And, you know, those are just some of the ways that I seek him, but I consider it as me opening up and making space. And I am asking, I am seeking, I am knocking, because I'm clearing the things out of the way to allow for him to do the things that he said he could do.
Maybe it's just me, but I got a feeling it's not. I don't know how many times people have said, I'm going to read my word. And as soon as you sit down to read your word, you sleepy.
The phone rang.
You think of how dirty the kitchen is.
You look at the table, you got the book, you're like, what's that over there? Every other distraction possibly on the man comes in. Was that her upstairs?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'm watching Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park. I don't know why. I love that movie.
Everything to try to steer you in another direction, but the knocking and the seeking, I have to commit to this. If I have to go to work and I'm getting ready to walk out the door and everybody's asking me for something, usually you keep it moving. Such and such gonna get that for you. I gotta go because I'm gonna be late. Mm-hmm. You know, we'll do that. But with God, it's just like, we're like, Lord, you gonna be here. I just come back to you later, you know. But we take for granted that you don't know how long the opportunity will be. And we take for granted that you'll just always have that time. But the truth is, if you say I'm going to do it later, you probably still won't do it later.
And there'll always be a distraction.
There will always be a distraction. So you just have to decide, this is the time I'm going to do it, and do it.
It makes me think about when Paul was talking about a person who runs a race. You do it with the intention of winning. I'm not running for the sake of, beating the pavement and challenging nothing, right? I intend to finish this race. You don't start out a race without an intention to see the finish line. And so it's the same way when you're seeking God. You need to finish. Your goal should be to achieve the thing that you're in pursuit of, or the thing that you set out to do. So if I am trying to learn more of him, and we've already established that he ain't trying to be hid. Right? So he makes it easy for you. But you have to take on what is your responsibility and say, I am determined to do this, and I'm going to do it with the intention to finish. So what are you determined to do? And what are you willing to do to make sure that that happens? If the person who's studying, if you want to read and learn more of God and His Word, what are you willing to do? That's your knocking. That's your seeking, right? What is it that you're willing to do to make it happen? I would hear people quote scripture, and I would be like, and I still can't do it. He didn't answer that. He didn't give me that.
I can't do it. It'll come to me, but I can't like spit it out like that's.
No, and that's the classic case of asking, but it wasn't in His will to do so, right? Because I wanted to be able to do that, but what I did want above that was I wanted to know the Word, and that He gave me. Now He didn't give me the quoting part because I was just trying to be like other folk. but He let me learn the Word and help me understand what is true and real about Him, so that I could grow and be what He wanted for me to be.
We'll be like, well, Lord, I asked for it and you didn't give it to me. Well, maybe you just didn't get it yet. Then maybe you ain't gonna get it.
It don't be funny when you don't get it.
It don't, because sometimes you be waiting and you still waiting, and that doesn't necessarily mean no, but then sometimes it is just no. And staying connected to Jesus, stand in your Word, it helps you through that process, and then the Lord can let you know, well, now this is just gonna be a no.
The no for a believer is different, because at the end of the day, what we want above all else is to live a life that is pleasing to Him. And we don't understand the totality of what that includes or doesn't include, right? And so our wish list may be such this, and that, but that life that He has for you may not have all of those or any of those things. And what we are doing is not living a miserable life of not being content. It is recognizing that what He does have for you is really where the blessing is and where the fulfillment of your life will be. So when you get that no, it's not gloom and doom and hurt and despair, because your life, and it does hurt sometimes, you don't have things that you want, but it's not the same as someone who doesn't have the hope of living in Him.
Right. It's a relationship, and it's not like the Lord is saying no to everything, or whatever it is that you're trying to obtain from Him. It's always no, because He's trying to, push you down and hold you down. It's not about that, but it's about keeping the big picture in mind for the expected end, because He has an expected end for all of us.
That's the thing that matters, is to start. To understand that it comes with Him giving His Word, and God honors His Word. We not so much on that, but He honors His Word. And so try it and start there, and He'll go the rest of the way with you. Like you said, there's an expected end.
To the expected end.
Now you can eat the popcorn.
Yeah, because I put popcorn out and I was all ready. You got it and you didn't need it.
Or you got it yourself.
And you didn't need it.
You didn't need
See,
it.
look, Adam and Eve got that apple off that tree they weren't supposed to be getting. See? Now, I don't know, y'all put that